Hey, good morning and welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you joined me on today. My name is Tyra. I am the Intuitive LCPC. I am licensed professional counselor here in the state of Maryland. And I just wanted to check in with you guys today to just do a quick check-in and say hello, to practice consistency on my channel, to also encourage you to practice consistency on your goals as well. So as we get started today, I know that the other day I kind of brought up the idea of self-love and some other self-related concepts. And I just wanted to go in a little bit more detail about what these self-related concepts are, because self-love, self-acceptance, self-esteem, self-confidence, all of these are interrelated and they all have a component to who we are and how we view ourselves, which is ultimately how we carry ourselves in the world. But each of them has a distinctively different definition. And I just wanted to share that with you guys today before I did our daily card pull and our healing oracle challenge for the day. So one of the things that I wanted to do is just kind of define, self-love can be defined as valuing and caring for yourself, and whatever that looks like, and in whatever capacity that looks like. We're not one-dimensional people. So how do you care for yourself spiritually, emotionally, mentally? How are you caring for your spiritual self? All of these things are important. The next one is pretty much self-acceptance. And self-acceptance is, are you really acknowledging who you are and sitting in a place of honoring all parts of yourself? That's what self-acceptance is. It's not about you honoring the positive parts and throwing away the negative parts, or even judging yourself for what you're referring to as a negative part. Self-acceptance says that, hey, I'm going to accept myself and I'm going to love myself regardless. Another concept is self-esteem, and we hear this a lot. Coming up, we hear, self-esteem, self-esteem. But how many of us are actually spending time building it up and recognizing what that looks like? Self-esteem can be defined, as the overall acknowledgement of yourself. How much are you respecting yourself? Are you setting the appropriate boundaries to make sure that you are respecting yourself? Because boundaries isn't so much it's not 100% designed to teach other people how to be with us. Our boundaries are designed to set perimeters, even for ourselves. We're setting a standard for ourselves. And when we enforce those boundaries with other people, we're kind of saying, hey, I respect myself, and this is the standard in order to be in my space. This level of respect, this baseline boundary needs to be acknowledged. And the last one that I wanted to talk to you on today is understanding the definition of self-confidence. And self-confidence is kind of what I'm working on. That whole notion that I can be successful, even in something that I'm not familiar with. Like I had shared with you guys before, it's like I've done therapy for over 20 years. I'm confident in that. I'm confident in being able to listen and hear other people and their needs, and being able to tap into the great I am to be able to support them. We all are a part of a human experience, and it's helpful to be able to be connected to those people that are willing to share in your human experience with you. But that comes with confidence. That comes with knowing that you are enough. No matter what stage of the game you're in, you are enough. And with that being said, that is encouragement for me, because as I learned this new world of tarot, and I started incorporating the cards into my intuitive practices, it's a learning curve. But I am confident that the more I stay focused, that fear will start to leave itself. And in actuality, I am becoming a lot more confident with just talking to myself on the camera. But I am believing that this message will find whoever needs to hear it, and that you will be encouraged and that you will grow. Because ideally, that's what I want my channel to be. I want this channel to be a channel where people can come to embrace their authentic selves. They can heal and they can grow, and they can have the safe space to explore whatever that looks like for themselves. Because essentially, that's what therapy is. Therapy is a safe place for you just to kind of talk and explore not only your challenges and your needs, but also, you know, what's the plan? Where am I going? How am I going to achieve that? And I hope that my channel will be able to help you navigate that. So without any further ado, I have shuffled enough. These are the cards. These are actually training cards because I am learning. And I am going to do a 1-card pull. And I'm just going to ask the great I am, the divine, the Holy Spirit, and our spirit guides to guide us. If you have a question in your heart today, now is the time. Now is the time. Spirit guides, angels, Holy Spirit, and the great I am, please protect me as I channel these messages for our viewers on today. All right, you guys, let's see what the divine has in store for us on today. You know, the other days I was calling myself doing 1-card pulls and multiple cards was coming out. So the 1-card pull on today is the Fool. And the Fool is saying it's time to embark on a brand new beginning. So I don't know what your question was on today, but the answer from the universe is maybe. Maybe. Because it's definitely an opportunity to embark on something new. And as I look at the card, I see a sense of freedom that's going to happen with you embarking on something new. The sun is beaming and is shining, which means that this new venture is going to bring you a level of freedom far beyond anything that you have ever imagined. For some of you guys, it may involve adventure. It may involve travel. You see in the card here where it has some water and some beaches. I don't know if anyone out there is planning a vacation or wants a vacation. But ideally, it is time to embark on something new, and I just would caution you. Stay committed to what your dream is going to be. Embrace these new beginnings that are around you, because the answer is maybe. The answer is maybe. So if you want it to be a yes, just work hard and focus on it. That's a beautiful card on today. All right. So let's move over to our grief, grace, and healing oracle deck. I will pull 1 card. These cards are big, as I had shared before. I will pull 1 card, and we will read the expanded meaning from the interpretation book, along with some of the action steps to see whether or not any of those action steps are something helpful that may be able to resonate with you on today. All right, let's kind of spread them out. And I want this one. Awesome card, you guys. We got Oracle deck card number 12, and it says, don't explain yourself, embrace yourself. And isn't that something that we've been talking about as we talk about the self concepts? So let me read it. I'm in love with the synchronicities. It says, take care of yourself and indulge yourself without offering a long explanation or justification. Embrace imperfection and your flawsomeness. Not your flaws, your flawsomeness. Or simply being awesome in spite of, and sometimes because of your flaws. Practice unconditional self-love. Authenticity and eccentricity are empowering now. Honor the most honest expression of yourself. Life is too short to pretend to be anyone else. Let me read that again to encourage you. It says, don't explain yourself, embrace yourself. Take care of yourself and indulge yourself without offering a long explanation or justification. Embrace imperfections and your flawsomeness, or simply being awesome in spite of, and sometimes because of your flaws. Practice unconditional self-love. Authenticity and eccentricity are empowering now. Honor the most honest expression of yourself. Life is too short to pretend to be anyone else. Let me show you the card. And absolutely, that's what self-concepts are all about. That whole idea of you falling so in love with yourself and you embracing yourself and whatever that looks like. You are a work in progress, and it's okay. It's okay to be your awesome you. So the expanded meaning reads, no need to explain the innermost workings of your head and your heart, especially if there are better uses of your energy. And no need to apologize for being yourself. Your quirks, foibles, and imperfections can be your most lovable characteristics and clues to your most unique attributes. When a small child mispronounces a name or makes a mess or inadvertently performs physical comedy, we find it adorable. Practice finding what's lovable about your flaws. Seek out heroes in real life or in the world of fantasy who are celebrated for their imperfections because they are imperfect humans. Surround yourself with people who can accept you and love you for the most honest expression of yourself. Permission to do what is comforting and makes you happy even if others don't understand, provided you maintain healthy boundaries with yourself. Make room for eccentricity. Practice meeting yourself with love, even when you disappoint yourself. Self-love brings out the best in you. Some of the action steps that you can take in the days to come is indulge your whims in healthy ways. If wearing zany hats, collecting antique teapots, modeling yourself after your favorite fictional character, meditating barefoot in the garden in the morning, staying up late working on a creative project, signing up for a semester abroad, training for a marathon, baking all afternoon, that's one of my loves, writing a book, or heading out to hike the Himalayas, heading out, even if it's not the Himalayas, head out to hike your neighborhood. But ideally, follow your fancy, follow your bliss in the responsible, safe fashion. Ask others to honor your wishes when they can. No need to justify your feelings to anyone, including yourself. Let me say that again. No need to justify your feelings to anyone, including yourself. Instead of self-improvement, this is a time to focus on self-exploration. Your genius is in the unique details of your life and personality. Let grief reveal your truest longings, delights, and nature. Grief is hard, so be generous to yourself. Grief is hard, so be generous to yourself. So as I end this message on today, I just want to encourage you to walk in your authenticity, whatever that is. Embrace your imperfections because you are perfectly imperfect. And above all things, honor yourself and honor your feelings. I hope that this message meets you well. I hope that you feel encouraged. And above all else, I hope that you grow. Be well, and thank you for joining my channel today.